What's up, party people?
What is up?
Do you find that the party people are having a great time?
Party people are in the place to be.
Party people, this is the Deckheads Chief Stews Twitch stream. If you're new here, which most likely you're not, because why would you be? Oh, hello, Comfortable Cam 42. Thanks for the follow. How's everyone doing tonight? Does it sound like I'm doing like crowd work?
Yeah, you are kind of doing crowd work.
How is everybody doing tonight? Let's hear you in the chat. Pew, 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 pew. It's 6:06. We're early. Incredible.
This is probably the earliest we've ever gotten started.
Actually, one time we started at exactly 6 and it was like an accident. Comfortable Cam 42 says, pretty sad about the blind item. I agree. It's kind of ruined this show for me. I used to love... Actually, let me fade this music out real quick. Excuse me. So, I used to... first season of Sailing, I was like, go fuck yourself. Uninteresting. All the characters sucked. Second season of Sailing, oh my god, what a tour de force season of Below Deck franchise. Incredible season. Season 2 of Sailing. Season 3, alright, I was warming up to it. Okay, oh no, Gary and Daisy kiss? Yikes. Uh-oh. Don't love it, because Gaza can go fuck himself. But then that blind item, bad vibes all around.
Very bad vibes. Extreme bad vibes.
Yeah.
Did we talk about it last week? Should we talk about it again in case anyone is new?
Yeah, so if you're new, which I guess every single person is, to this world, because you're all sweet little baby angels. Okay. Just what a bummer. Okay, I hate talking about this because it just bums me out. So what happened is there was a blind item on that one website, which I forget the name of, sorry. It's on our Twitter if you want to go see it. Go look on our Twitter. You'll see we retweeted it. Shout out to Jack on Cable TV for bringing it to our attention. And the blind item states that basically one of these... Oh my god, I was just trying to put an iPhone charger cord into my laptop like a maniac. Okay. Putting the right cord in. All right. So the blind item states that one crew member goes home due to mental health reasons, but that's not the actual truth. The reason they go home is because they were low-key pressured by, and low-key, high-key pressured by the executive producer to leave because one of the stars of the show told her her hair looked like pubic hair. And also there was a potential that the chef wanted to fuck this crew member and the EP was fucking the chef, so she was basically going to push out anyone who also wanted to fuck the chef. So a series of
Ooh.
Okay. So Nikki Bex just wrote, oh yeah, I saw a lot of speculation on Reddit that it was actually the other Stu, not Daisy. See, now that's interesting because they continuously say star of the show, though. I wouldn't consider Ashley star of the show unless they're talking about it being Gaza.
Ooh. The CDAN blind item said it was a star they gave a raise to.
Yeah, was it Gary?
That's a really good guess, actually.
Because
because that wasn't even on the table, but I could obviously see Gary.
The blind item said it was Daisy.
Did it reveal that it was Daisy?
Yeah, it said Daisy, Marcos, and Gabriella as the three involved. Obviously, Marcos is the chef. And it almost implied that Marcos was the one that revealed all this, basically.
Zero chance they're giving Ashley a raise.
No.
Gary, wow. I mean, it could also still be Daisy, though. I think maybe people were just in denial because they don't want it to be Daisy.
Right. Okay. Well, also,
she seems so nice.
It's definitely not Ashley because she's not a star of the show. But then Nikki Beck says NT, which I guess is that website? I don't know. Is known for throwing in red herrings sometimes. What's NT? I think one, to get out of being liable for anything, and two, because sometimes he has to cover his ass or something. Wait, sorry, what did you say, Molly?
NT is, it's like entertainment lawyer. Comfortable Cam says, very true, Irish people being casually racist is not the most shocking thing.
Yeah, I mean, we all wish it wasn't Daisy, but like, oh, entertainment lawyer. Oh, entertainment lawyer, author of the blog. Oh. It's rumored he's actually a probate lawyer.
Yeah, there's gossip. There's blind items about the blind item guy.
Of course.
I talked to him a little bit on DM about Heidi.
Yeah.
I had talked about interviewing him about it when I was thinking I might still do interviews a long time ago.
Right.
But, he knows a lot of crazy stuff, and I think it's Daisy. I think we just have to accept that.
Do I think Daisy's malicious? No. Do I think she's clearly tone deaf? Of course, because you should never say.
Also, like, there's a kind. It's like a European kind of racism where it's like you say something so racist and you don't even.
No, you clearly don't, because there's nothing malicious about like, if Daisy was malicious, we would know by now. You know?
Yes, but it sounds very just like white woman.
Yeah.
Being a dumbass.
Yeah, like, that's what it sounds like. Versus like evil
like
racist
white woman trying to touch a black woman's hair vibes.
Yeah, definitely. That's the energy it gives. It doesn't give like, ooh, fucked up racist vibes. It's more just like, oh, God,
ignorant,
you idiot. Yeah.
Racism, ignorant. That is ignorance.
Yeah.
But that's not an excuse, obviously.
No, it's fucked up, and it's unfortunate that it wasn't dealt with. So okay, let's just get into it. So like, not a lot happens in this episode. So let's just talk about what happened. And then we'll talk about everything else we talk about, because I really want to talk about Below Deck Down Under, because I fucking love Below Deck Down Under, and I almost want to pivot to Below Deck Down Under for this show, because I can't stand sailing right now. Yeah, so let's just get sailing out the way, because fuck that. Yeah, so basically the edit is really confusing. There's a few things going on in this edit. They're kind of making Gabriella the asshole. Which I am kind of like, stop getting in Gary's bed when you're drunk. It's Gaza. It's gross.
That's on Gary.
Well, that's why I'm like, Gary sucks. You don't need Gary in your life, Gabriella.
There is something very like Lord of the Flies going on with the women and Gary, where it's like,
it's weird.
It's not weird. It's just Lord of the Flies. It's like they're all so horny.
That's weird.
Well, it's weird because Colin's right there.
Well, Colin is gassing everyone. It's as if someone's took Colin aside and they're like, look, we're going to bring you back this season. But if you just sit back and you just be the chillest dude in the room, that's not going to work. So now all Colin is doing is pitting everyone against each other.
He's mixy.
Yeah. So there's some weird thing where editing implies that Marcos and Gabriella don't like each other because Marcos because I guess Marcos always makes everything about himself, and Gabriella is not into it and is like trying to get Kelsey to talk, but Marcos interrupts her, and that upsets Kelsey, which then gets Kelsey or Gabriella and Marcos into a bit of a tiff, and there's tension between them ever since Marcos apparently tried to throw Gabriella under the bus for not being clear about when dinner starts. But then that goes against everything I understood about the blind item, which is that Marcos wanted to fuck Gabriella.
The editing is so confusing. And I feel like even if we hadn't had advanced word that it was like
Shady.
edited weird, you just like it's hard to follow the progression of events.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, so here's what happens. Gabriella gets super drunk at dinner. That's when her and Marcos get into their thing. Marcos looked drunk as hell too. Everyone that night looks so drunk.
Also, Nikki Beck says hate fucking is a thing, I guess. Yes, but also,
But it almost like
also,
there
like,
should have been some. I don't know. It didn't
I
feel
think
like
Gabriella
sexual
hates
tension.
Ashley. It's like she doesn't. It's not that she hates Gary. She hates Ashley so much she tries to fuck Gary.
Yeah, I don't know about the Portuguese thing. I couldn't really understand what that was about. I didn't really get that whole interaction. I don't know. A comfortable Cam says she was asking him to speak Portuguese rather than English so they could have a private conversation. Yeah, I didn't really understand why she was asking that of him.
Yeah, it was just confusing.
But it was like leading to the tension between them, which was like it was strange. But so like Gabriella, so she gets so drunk, she's like falling. Oh my god, everyone is so drunk. Gabrielle is like falling out of the hot tub head first in like the weirdest way, like sliding out of the hot tub. Ashley, and then she's so drunk she goes and gets in Gary's bed, which then like Ashley sees and gets upset with, and then Ashley falls in the most terrifying fall I've ever seen. Face first off the top bunk of her bed and hits her like forehead to the doorknob and then falls to the ground.
It was so gnarly. I did not care for it.
If I saw that footage later as like a producer or an editor, I would be horrified.
I know, and they were like, let's just show the whole thing.
Comfortable Cam says, I think the Hannah fall might have been worse. He bounced off the metal shelf in the counter than the floor. I don't remember that fall. Which fall was that? I literally I watched so much of the show, I don't remember that fall at all.
There have been some good wipeouts in the past.
She was sitting on the counter with Adam. God, this is like I like very vaguely remember this fall. I have to go back. I'm sorry, I have to go back watch that. Adam and sailing out, hitting the tree branch, getting flowers is my fave. God, I don't remember that either. Oh my god, guys.
That's why this show is so good because it like leaves your brain the moment it's over.
I can't remember. There's so much has happened on these shows. I can't remember.
Never remember anything that's ever happened on the show, except what's happening. Even watching Down Under right now at the same time as this one, I can't like when I went back to Sailing Yacht, I was like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, I was the same way. I was like, what?
It's like, where's the crew?
Yeah, this is a trip. Okay, I will have to go back and like watch best of Below Deck wipeouts to remember all this.
Yeah, somebody wants to make a compilation of all the people
yeah
shit on Below Deck.
Okay, so Adam was running around getting flowers for Jenna. Then they got so mad she didn't like the flowers. He was running off the boat, running to go get the flowers, and just ran face first into a log. That's funny. I can't remember it, but it's funny sounding. Okay. So anyway, everyone's so drunk, and the next morning, Gabriella is like late to work. She's like 20 minutes late to work, and Daisy has to wake her up, and then that seems to put like Gabrielle in a mood, or so it's implied in the editing, and she's upset, and she keeps like being like, "Hey Ashley, like thank you for waking me up." And Ashley was like, "What? Like I was cleaning the bar." And she's like, "No, thank you for waking me up." And I was
Thank
like,
you so much.
ew, this is getting terrifying. Um, and then I guess it's Gabriella says all this stuff about how like she really like centers her worth around her work, which was kind of sad. I don't know. That was a bummer. Wait, JC Spin says almost seemed like Marcos and Gabriella finding at dinner was sexual tension, but then Marcos characterized it as Gabriella annoying him in his ITM, which makes sense, I guess, since there he's thinking of the producer, not Gabby so much. All right, Nikki Beck sent the um
The wipeout vid? You got the
oh
wipeout?
yes, that okay. No, I do remember this. It was the two pieces of wood stuck, or the log stuck between two pieces of rock. God, I forgot about that. This is classic. God, I actually really hated Sailing season 1, so I kind of like blacked it out.
I think everybody did, but it introduced me to my favorite trope of any below deck, which is when the boat tips over. And
Yeah, sorry, I just saw it again. It made me laugh. He
yeah,
really just goes
when the
into
whole
it.
boat does a pratfall, that's my favorite. When the boat goes clunk, and all the
Yeah.
glasses shatter.
Oh
It's the
yeah, yeah.
best.
Okay, that was funny though. That was funny. No, I
You
did
didn't like
not
listening to
like.
that girl Georgia sing with
No,
Bernie
that
Sanders.
song she kept singing, and then the guy who was like had a girlfriend was so into it. It was so stupid. Brave. Remember he was dating Brave?
Like Pixar Brave.
Yeah, the girl looked like Brave. Someone like
I've been
you.
told. Yeah,
Whoa.
I've had an Uber driver tell me I should cosplay as Brave.
Wow. Yeah, so you should actually. The next day, I
What
don't
about you?
know.
What Disney princess are you cosplaying as, Anna?
I guess Jasmine. What other choice do I have? I don't have many options at this point.
R.I.P. that parrot. I was just talking about this. You must have opinions on this because you worked in comedy. Don't you think it's the most annoying thing in the world when a beloved comedian, such as Gilbert Gottfried, dies, and then everybody online gets in a pissing contest about who cares the most about the dead person? Or like everyone just starts telling, like, just making it about them in the most annoying way, being like, oh yes, I've always Gilbert Gottfried taught me to be weird.
Gilbert Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey taught me that you can have a career. And that's it.
And just being annoying.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised he died. I didn't know he was sick. I don't know
No, me
anyone
neither.
sick.
And I do like him. I loved that documentary about him.
There's a documentary about him?
Yeah, and it's really good. It's about how he's like just like a true touring comedian where he like takes tiny toothpaste and shampoo from every hotel he goes to, and he stays in really cheap hotels. So he just has this like huge bag of like every free toiletry.
Wow.
And he takes the bus to gigs. He doesn't fly. He like takes the Greyhound. Um and he has like a
What
wife and
a
kids. It's about how he's
weird.
like a nice guy actually, which is what all those docs are about. It's like the comedians that are huge assholes as their act
Yeah, or like good people.
are all sweetie pies.
Yep.
Like Max Silvestri, who plays Yvonne Nage in Heidi World, is like a big sweetie pie, which is why I thought it was funny to cast him as like a really bad, horrible guy.
Well,
Who's
that's,
charming.
that's like when I worked a little with Anthony Jeselnik.
He's like a nice person, relatively, right?
Kindest, most like
Yeah.
amazing person I've ever worked with.
The ones you
Just
gotta watch out for are the nice ones. The sweetie pies on stage,
the Ted Lassos, if you will.
if you will.
Yeah,
Your Ellens.
your Ellens. That's a great example. Your Ellens.
Just if someone's like, I'm so nice, that's my my thing is being so nice. I think the I don't know, Amy Schumer seems like she might just also be an asshole in real life too. Take.
I haven't interacted with too much. I did see her like 2 weeks ago when she came to open, or she came to do her Oscars set at Largo before the Ron Burgundy show.
Oh,
And
you told
she
me,
was
right.
she was
That's
fine.
right.
She
That's
wasn't rude to anyone. Um, I will
so
say
sad.
though, I do think the like aggressive hate Amy Schumer gets on Twitter is like so interesting. So I'm like, what? I don't even like get what she's done. People just hate her.
People were mad because she was like, I didn't get to tell this joke. And it was a joke about like Alec Baldwin shooting himself in the face.
Okay, I literally just read that that wasn't true. Like she responded like, "That wasn't a joke I was gonna do."
Well, then
That's why I don't
maybe
understand.
people
I
are
don't
just
understand like what her like.
going viral on hating.
I saw that she apparently was like traumatized from the slap.
Oh, I guess I was annoyed anytime a white person was like, oh,
Which was like, yeah, like okay, no one asked. But other than that, like people really hate her on Twitter and I don't think she's that offensive because I actually found Inside Amy Schumer really funny. Her show that she did a long
it
time
was
ago.
fine. It was fine.
I thought it was a great show. I was like, this is well done. But now people really hate her and I don't like see her anywhere. Like I don't get like where are people seeing her doing all this annoying stuff?
She hosted the Oscars. That's why people were talking about it.
Right. But like didn't two other people host with her?
Yes, but everyone forgot that anybody was hosting it because other stuff started to happen.
Huh.
She was this week's main character. It's fine. What are you drinking, by the way?
Um I'm drinking a mixture of a juice combo I made, which it is I think pink lemonade and peach iced tea.
Oh, that sounds great. I'm drinking a green juice that I just got.
Nice. Um
Below deck.
sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about Amy Schumer too much. Okay, so yeah, so what's her name? I don't know. The edit of Gabriella all of a sudden being like, I'm not doing well at work because I've been drinking and I don't trust anyone and I consider my value within how well I'm working doesn't make sense. I'm like, wait, what? Like you were 20 minutes late from to work, but you aren't really like that bad at you're not like bad at your job. You did pop off on Ashley once, but like Ashley sucks, so but then Ashley's whole thing of like I don't trust women because they all steal the guys I like, but then that is kind of what Gabriella did. So it's like it's such a clusterfuck. I like don't get what's going on. I'm like, what? But then that's the thing. Ashley and Gabriella have these like nice moments together, and I'm like, do they all hate each other? I don't get it. If I hated someone, if I was literally like, this bitch is so stupid, I would not turn to her and be like, I think I want to leave. That's why it's really confusing. I don't get it.
I feel like it's also, though, because there's stuff we don't see, that it's like what if she wants to leave because of the racist stuff and that's what we're not
Right.
seeing. It's like somebody was casually racist to her and everyone's scapegoating her, but even the person who she would normally complain to about that is being she's trapped on the boat with all these ignorant white people.
Well,
Like
so like,
that would make sense as to why she wants to leave. Instead, they're just like, never mind. Comfortable Cam says they were so gleeful about digging into that with Raina Heather. Maybe they didn't want to do it again. That's the only thing I can think of for it to be, or they just have realized that like touching how racist people in yachting are is like a third rail for the show, because it's like with other Bravo shows, if you expose that everybody is racist, how are these people ever supposed to be likable or like watchable?
well, like another thing I guess was, um, Daisy was really upset at the girls for how much they drank that night because one, Gabriella got in Gary's bed and then Ashley fell face first off her bunk bed. So she tells them to like get their shit together and stop drinking so much, which I guess upsets Gabriella, and she like apologizes to Gary for getting into his bed. And then she's like, I have a good relationship with like Gary and Kelsey, but I don't know how to like deal and be with Ashley and Daisy and Marcos because I'm like not this person. I don't know. It sounds like she's having all sorts of anxiety and issues, but like I also don't understand how much of that is. I mean, it's so confusing. Hold on. I'm going to grab some lotion.
Sure. Hey guys, now that Anna's gone, we can talk, just us. Everybody, it's like when Wayne, oh, she's back.
Comfortable Cam says they would have to know Gabriella, if she's really mad, would say when she got home or at the reunion or something. I think she'd respond. It'll be interesting. The shot of her looking in the bathroom really did look, she did look legitimately rattled. Yeah, I mean, something is going on here. Interesting. I mean, but I also don't think they're doing a very good job at editing.
Well, if they were trying to edit around it, they did a horrible job because they just made it so confusing that it draws attention. Bad editing draws attention to the editing where you're like, what the fuck? I do think it's like, it seems like it would all make sense if there was a racist interchange, just like everything makes sense if just seems like a classic situation of like she goes to complain to Daisy and then Daisy's
like, your hair looks like pubes.
Right, like Daisy's also the enemy and you're like, I have nobody on this boat understands me.
Right, because at this point she's being like, I can't get along with Daisy, and I'm like, it seems like everything's fine with Daisy. Like, we haven't seen anything go wrong with Daisy other than Daisy being like, hey, like, don't get so drunk that you could injure yourself, which is not like, she's not coming down on you that hard. It's more like she's just like, hey, I don't want you to see you like get hurt.
Yeah.
Unless we missed something where she was like really going in on them, which I don't think she was.
I missed something. I do. I think they just didn't show us stuff, and that's why it doesn't make any sense. Everybody was so fucking drunk too.
Yeah.
Not to be underestimated. And the Ashley fall. Because at first I was just like, that's something I've thought about always with the show is how do people not fall out of the top bunk more? There's like no rail, it seems like, and you're on a boat.
Yeah.
So I would assume people like, I'm too nervous to sleep on a top bunk in a theoretical situation where I have to sleep in bunk beds.
Right.
It's like, I would love to sleep on the top bunk, but I'm afraid that I would like twitch and fall off the bed in my sleep. Or roll over too far. This was like, I don't even know how she felt like that, but then they were like, it's because she's so drunk. But I was like, is it?
It was like weird. She was like,
it was because
she was diving.
It looked like she passed out face first and then she like fell off the bed face first. But it was this crazy thing where it was like she was diving and then her legs like split at the end. And it was like she was being a Laker girl, except she bonked her head so goddamn hard. And then she kind of like walked it off in a way that was also really unsettling, like the way where you hurt yourself really badly and then you're like, it's fine, I'm not embarrassed that everyone just saw me like.
But I don't think anyone understood in that moment like how she fell.
I didn't it was so sudden. I only knew it was going to happen because you texted me like Ashley's fall was crazy. And I was like, I know what you're
well,
talking
they
about
kept showing it in the previews. So like I was like, what is that? And then it actually happened. I was like, oh my fucking God. Terrifying.
I thought from the preview because I wasn't really paying attention that it was Gabriella falling out of bed when she's in bed with Gary.
Oh. Comfortable
She was
Cam
going for
42
the
said.
she was going for the light to turn the
Yeah.
light off.
But yeah, it looked really wild. I don't get it. It almost felt like, but it also was, she was like talking. She was being like, she was like drunk and then like just dived head down or face first. The way
She was
her head
so-
hit the doorknob though, like they shouldn't, I mean, like, I'm surprised they let her go to bed after that. She could have had like a serious head injury.
Because it seemed like one of those things where they're like they hate when they have to take people to shore and get them a real checkup, and then maybe they can't work. She was like, "I'm okay," and
like
they were like,
that's like what would people talk about when they say when you sustain a really bad head injury, do not just go to bed because you will die in your sleep. You will hemorrhage. Like that felt like one of those situations where I would be like, but I guess nobody saw it. Like everyone would be seeing it with us, and then the producers would see it when they were like going through the footage. And she was just like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I would have been like, no, I dived head first, hit my head on the doorknob.
but
Like the doorknob broke her fall.
You know when you like hurt yourself so bad though, and you're in shock because you're just like, it's like she was maybe like half awake too, and then that like jolts you awake. It made me think about one of my cats has like they twitch out in their sleep.
Right.
So they couldn't sleep on a top bunk because when they fall asleep, they start twitching out and they fall off stuff all the time. So they have to only like fall down a little bit.
Speaking of cats, look at mine.
But it's like when you are, it just seemed like it was, oh.
He's doing the thing where he covers his face.
It seemed like it was all just so sudden that she was like, what the fuck just, everybody involved was like, what the fuck just happened?
Well, I'm like surprised anyone came in, but I guess Daisy heard her fall. I mean, she must have like it was sort of like she like she hit her head. I can't get over the fact that she hit her head on the doorknob. Like that's trauma.
No, that was so crazy. It was like
that could have like shaken her brain and her head.
Yeah, she
Next day she's like, my head hurts. I was like, you could have died. Crazy.
It's just like it looked so bad. Don't get that drunk ever.
No. No. No.
No.
Well, the guests were cool. They left a 21K tip, which is
good,
pretty
actually.
nice. Yeah, that's a good tip.
Not bad.
And then the episode basically ends with the Gabriella, who has just been like, I want to leave. It ends with her dropping all the champagne glasses as some guests are about to enter the boat. The new guests who are like vegan foodies.
I love when they're vegans. It's gonna make the chef so mad. Except this chef's cool. It's not the other chef.
Yeah.
Again, I'm getting mixed up with me down unders here in Australia.
Oh, and then I guess it doesn't even end there. It ends with the boat going really crazy. And everything like falling apart and like glass breaking and like the boat tipping back and forth because the swells are so hard, and then the doors of the boat keep like slamming, and then they have to go secure them, and then Gary like crushes his finger in the door and then runs around like in pain and like yelling and crying.
Sounds like Gary.
Which is like hard to remember that even happened after a woman fell face first off the top bunk.
Jack on cable TV said, I felt personally indicted. She came for straight liquor. That sounds like a you problem. Jack on I don't know. I guess you just get so much more fucked up on straight liquor.
Well, they were like chugging straight liquor. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Like that one bit.
I don't like that one bit. All right,
Do not
fuck,
like that
fuck
one bit.
sailing.
Can that be
Sailing
like
sucks.
can that be a catchphrase of ours?
I don't like that one
I
bit.
don't like that one bit.
I don't like that
And then we
one
like
bit.
play a sound.
Here, how about this? Hold on.
You know what I think about that? I don't like that one bit.
I don't like that one bit. Or I don't like that one bit. So stupid. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a good. I don't like
No, I
that
love
one
it.
bit.
I think that's the one. I think that's the one.
I don't like that one bit.
That's the sound of Ashley
Yeah.
hitting the floor.
No, this is the sound of her hitting the floor. That's the sound of her hitting the floor. That shit was fucked up. Oh God, that was sad. I don't like that one bit. All right, let's talk about Down Under. If you guys are not watching Below Deck Down Under on Peacock,
What are you doing?
oh my God, it's so good. Shout out to my hand cream, but it is so good. Down Under. We got. Oh wait, let's see. Zoe McPhee says, speaking of chugging liquor, Poland from DU Down Under, and the way she was taking that bottle to the back of her throat, she said it was juice at 40%. What episode was that one? I don't remember that one.
Magda.
Well, yeah, Magda,
Was it
but
the one where she was Marilyn Monroe?
with her nip out.
That was one of the funniest things. We'll get to it.
I think there's only 6 episodes out so far, right? I've watched all 6.
Yeah, I wish there were more because
I know I want it to come out
wanna take
sooner.
it.
I want to just
wanna-
binge it.
Take it to the dome.
I love it. So Aisha, infamous Aisha of season 4 and I think season 5 of Below Deck Med, Aisha is the chief stew, and I think she's lovely. I love her so much. One of my top Below Deck cast members ever. I love her. Oh my God, I love her so much. Aisha. Also, we have a competition for the absolute worst chef in Below Deck franchise history, as in he might beat out Mila the homophobe who couldn't cook.
I think he beats out everybody.
He's so terrible. Ryan from Philly.
First of all, his name is Ryan. Spelled R-Y-N-E.
I'm sorry, how is it spelled?
R-Y-N-E.
Rin?
Ryan.
That's not how you spell Ryan, and he knows that.
Second of all, he hates everybody.
Oh God, he's so defensive. He's truly like the most defensive person.
Beef Cheeks Leon, still better than Ryan.
Oh my God, I didn't even remember Beef Cheeks. Beef Cheeks is chill as hell compared to Brian. First time chatter, Suff23 says he sucks so much. Thanks for coming and joining us and chatting, and we agree. Fuck Ryan, who spells his name Rin.
He sucks so bad.
Yeah, he's a fucking, he's a defensive piece of shit asshole. Like, he deserves nothing. I'm sorry. He's so shitty. Can't really explain. Like, if you guys haven't watched, go watch if you want to watch the pinnacle of evil chefs on this show. He also dresses really weird.
Ugh.
Chef? No, he doesn't spell his name that way. He spells it R-Y-A-N.
Okay, well, for some reason I thought that, but also he still sucks.
Is that him? Okay, he like seems to like not understand how terrible he is. I don't get it. His Instagram is like him like proud of himself. Rhines. Well, Ryan actually spells his name Ryan, which is unfortunate because I would have loved to make fun of him for spelling his name weird. But he's from Philly. His dad died 13 years ago. His dad had a heart attack, not on actual 9/11, but the anniversary of 9/11. He had a heart attack.
I love that they're
13
like
years
he
ago,
died that they're like he died on 9/11, and then they
and I'm
have to
like,
specify like not in 9/11, just like
on.
on
He had a heart
9/11.
attack on 9/11. He ran a pizza shop, and he implies that he worked himself to death, basically.
Oh, sorry. Is the other Ryan from a Housewives? Is that what I'm thinking of? Who's the other? What's that Ryan from that I'm talking about? Tell me, chat. But also keep going.
Tell us, chat. Yeah, no, he's just a monster. He's defensive. He's like Ryan Serhant.
What show?
Um,
Oh yeah,
Jen's
the guy. He's
husband.
on OC. That's right. That's right. It's like her husband's name is Ryan. It's spelled that like that.
You know what was weird? They had one of the original kids from the OC on as the bartender on Watch What Happens Live. And I was like, what?
Nope. His name is Ryan, but he changed it to Ryan. That's beautiful.
Is it?
His name is Ryan, but he changed it to Ryan.
His name is Ryan, but he changed it to Ryan. Um,
He's Ryan.
he's Ryan. So
Ryan from Ryan.
yeah, Ryan on Below Deck, he sucks because he won't make the guests food. He says, "You don't. The guests don't tell us what we make them. We tell them what we're making them." And he doesn't take orders. And he doesn't like if any guest does not like his food. He like freaks the fuck out. And he's also unable to like read the room in the sense that like he, if a guest is like, "Oh, I don't like fish," then like for the next meal he'll like make fish.
Yeah, it's like the onion thing on a million. Adam's onion
Yeah,
insistence on onions and
he's
things.
so
See, you say Jen still calls him Ryan. I think his name is Ryan. I think it's just he changed the spelling of it, so it's spelled Ryan.
he hates NFTs.
You know what? I don't like that one bit.
I don't like that one bit. Hold on. I don't like that one bit. Um yeah, so Ryan of Below Deck chef fame is a piece of shit. And he's so defensive. If you're like, "Hey man, can you lower your voice a little?" He's like, "I'm always gonna be me. I'm always gonna be me. You cannot stop me from being me." And then I actually really thought it was
Me.
when Aisha was like making fun of him in the van, was like, I just imagine him at a funeral being like, "I will always be me, and there's nothing you can do about it. I will always be me." And I thought that was so funny.
I'm me. Till the casket drops.
I like everyone just roasting him, being like, "I will always be me." He's such an
One
idiot.
thing he's gonna do is be he.
He's so
He's gonna be
defensive. He
him.
needs therapy. I don't understand like what his like weird Napoleon syndrome is coming from. Like, relax. They're just being
It's
like,
honestly
"Hey, the
pink
guests
humor.
like prefer
It's
this,"
like,
and he's
fuck
like,
that shit.
"Yeah."
I don't cook what anyone tells me.
Then he's like, "How dare you tell the guests what they're getting to eat before? You've ruined
Damn.
everything."
Damn.
And he's like trying to get like Toomey. By the way, Toomey's a legend. One of the stews on this show. She's amazing. He's trying to get her to like talk shit about Aisha with him, and she's like, "No, like I'm not getting involved in your shit. Fuck you. Everyone hates you. You need therapy."
All true.
God, he sucks so bad. And then he thinks like Magda's gonna fuck him. He like legit thinks Magda likes him like that. Crazy.
Fucking
Magda's
Magda.
the girl who's like, "Woo! I'm like a Latina. This is my Latina side. And then they're like, are you Latina? And she's like, no.
No, I'm Polish.
But on the inside, I feel like a Latina.
That was, you just knew she was going to be just the MVP of the season. And so
Poland?
far,
Oh, she's great. Poland is
she's
also
just insane.
got like just tone deaf racism vibes.
That I fully believe, but also she was like, okay, so they're having this party. She's like, what if I am the ghost of Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's like,
she has
good luck.
a little bit of the same unhinged quality as Julia on Real Housewives of Miami. Martina
Oh,
Navratilova.
yeah. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Just sort of this like unhinged hot girl.
Yeah.
Like I'm hot, so I never learned how to read social cues. And I just do whatever weird thing I want to do. So she's like, I will be the ghost of Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I heard a rumor, haha, that this boat is haunted by the old Hollywood ghosts of Marilyn Monroe. And everyone's like, huh?
Everyone's like, I'm sorry, miss.
And then she comes out dressed as or somebody else. She makes somebody else say,
She puts on one of Culver's wigs. Culver is so fucking funny. Every person on Down Under is a fucking character and a half.
They're all insane.
Great casting. I think this might be one of the best castings of a season.
It's so much better than Sailing Yacht. It kind of ruined Sailing Yacht along with the other stuff about Sailing Yacht.
Yeah, Sailing Yacht's dead to me. I am a Down Under bitch through and through.
Yeah. Friendship ended with Sailing Yacht. Friendship with Down Under. Look at here I am in beautiful Sydney, Australia.
Oh,
also,
for sure.
Australia. Digression about Australia. I stay up very late sometimes, and especially the past couple nights because Heidi World was launching at like 3 a.m. and I definitely stayed up to see if it would come out correctly. And it did. Hooray.
How dare you?
What do you say?
I said, how dare you?
How dare
I scheduled that.
I know, but
Becca
just to check because machines fail.
You're dead. You are dead to me.
Sometimes I stay up so late that Australian Twitter starts. And I love Australian Twitter. I love them. Those are my friends. But also, Brody Lancaster, who's my friend, was posting something. She and this other guy from Australian Twitter were posting about how CGI quokkas are a big issue.
What?
And how they were like, it was just such an Australian niche tweet. It was like, if I see one more computer animated quokka.
What's a quokka?
Look it up. Quokka. Look it up. Everybody look up quokka. Participatory stream. You will not regret it.
It's Quaka?
Quokka.
Oh, these are cute.
They're like a little Pikachu.
I was just smiling.
Yeah, and I guess they use them as spokes animals for things because they're cute. To the extent that people I know in Australia were complaining about it being a trope, and I just thought that was so funny.
It's so cute.
It's like replace the koala as the like Australian pride animal. Australia's got so many weird animals. You could just
those little guys are cutie.
Love them all.
Actual Red Lobster says, what is he smiling about though? Murder. He got away with murder. Yeah, what a great. I just want to talk about every character on the show. The captain is this like hot dude who seems kind of like, I don't know. He's almost like he doesn't want to be married again. He's married to the sea. And he's just living his best life. And he's an interesting guy. Captain Jason.
He's married to the sea.
Wait, is his name Jason? Yes.
He's just a hot Australian, and that's it.
Yeah, and he's just like, he's a zaddy. And all the stews love him. And Who's the bosun? What's his name?
I forget.
Shit, Casey?
I forget.
What is this chat? What is the bosun's name on Down Under?
Boson?
I will not speak until someone tells me.
Quacka Flocka Flame?
That's his name. I think it's Casey. Well, whatever. The bosun sucks. He's like Broseph extreme, and he's like he gets super pissed when he finds out that Magda has a boyfriend and is like flirting with him or whatever, dancing with him with her when her Latina comes out, and then he just like freaks out after that when he was drunk, and starts to be no. I think Kelsey's on the other show. Know what anyone's names are anymore. It's all blurring together. Kelsey's on Sailing.
It's all one show.
I think his name is Casey. I think it is. But he like freaks out when he finds out Magda has a boyfriend, and then he starts when he's drunk tirading through the boat about how he would not fuck anyone else on the boat because they're not hot enough or something like that. And no one is trying to fuck him, but they're all like, dude, that's so hurtful. Like you're just like
Yeah, bro.
being a dick.
Kool-Aid.
Like he literally was like to Toomey, like you could be walking around naked and I wouldn't even give a shit. And she was like, what?
Huh?
He's a piece of shit. And the whole time he keeps talking about how he used to be a cop. So I'm like, you know what? ACAB, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're an
correct.
idiot. And your fucking cop life actually doesn't transfer over to being a good bosun because you actually kind of suck at your job.
Yeah.
And then there's like there's a really angsty deckhand named Benny whose both his parents died recently and should maybe have gone to therapy instead of doing this show because he's like rebelling against all authority, which is impossible to do as a deckhand.
People should often go to therapy instead of being on this show.
Running away from their lives. He is a really sad, tragic character in my eyes because he just is so angsty. I don't know. He reminds me of like a teen boy who's like mad at the world. And I'm like, dude, this is not it. Like you can't. You're like tirading around. Then there's a girl named another deckhand whose name is Brittini.
Brittini.
And she hates if you call her Brit, so you have to call her Brittini.
She's Brittini.
And then if you accidentally call her Brittany, she's like, it's Brittini. And it's like, look,
excuse me.
It is not our fault you have the weirdest name. It's not like she's like from anywhere. She's like a white girl from Michigan. And she's like, it's Brittini. And it's like, why? Why is it Brittini? Why is your name Brittini?
Yeah, are you like a martini?
Well, then she goes like, it's like Martini, Brittini. And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, what? Who made you a Brittini?
Yeah, why did your parents name you Brittini and you refuse to go by Brit? Like, you're so weird. I don't know. The name itself, it just makes no sense to me. Brittini. Call me, hey, it's not Brit. It's Brittini. So aggro. Maybe that's just like what people are like, but I could just care less what people call me.
Yeah, you never correct people on your name.
Because it doesn't matter. Who cares? You can call me Anna, you can call me Anna. I have no...
I call you both. I kind of go back and forth.
Right, which is fine. You can call me whatever, because I don't live my life to be like, it's this!
What if I call you Brittini, though?
I'd be like, that's funny. Call me Brittini, because it's silly. I don't know. I guess some people really, really, really are connected to their name, and I find that strange. Call me Bimmy. Wait, what's the guy's name? Benny. I called him Bimmy. Call me Bimmy. Bimini.
Bimini.
Bimini. Like Bimini. Wait, Bimini's a...
Isn't it Beverly Hills Beach? Bimini Bay?
That's a thing?
Yeah, Dorit's line of clothing. Beverly Hills Beach clothing.
Oh, Beverly Beach.
Beverly Beach.
Bimini Beach. Yeah. Bimini is a location. It's like an island somewhere.
Yeah.
In the Caribbean, maybe. And then who else is there? Oh, there's Toomey, who I said like is a legend. Love Toomey. Magda, Latina inside, Polish on the outside. And then, oh, my absolute favorite is, can you guess?
No.
Culver.
Oh, yeah, of course. Duh.
Culver from Maryland. I played lacrosse. I can't even do it. He has so many. His whole face is teeth. Like he's got like 600 teeth, and he's like, I'm Culver. I played lacrosse. I love team sports. We work out a lot in Maryland. I have a whole lot of mullet wigs. I love fraternities. I love any sort of bonding, like wearing a sparkly helmet because it's bonding for a team. Like he's an all-American idiot.
He's an all-American idiot. He loves team building.
He's incredible.
All he wants to do is team build.
He loves his mom. He wants to marry his mom. Like it's almost as if they built him in a lab.
They did.
I mean, East Coast idiot bros love a mullet wig.
They really do. That's definitely just true.
I love Culver.
I love it.
I don't think I could ever hang out with Culver for more than like 20 minutes because he would overwhelm me in a way I would just not be ready for, like just with all the like broness.
You just start playing lacrosse.
Josie2279 says he sounds like Kyle Cook. Honey, he's like Kyle Cook if Kyle Cook like never discovered that you could like create 5,000 startups until one hits. He's from Maryland. He's not too far from wherever New Hampshire where Kyle is from. Anyway, I love Down Under. It's my favorite below deck show of all time. Here, how about this? Wait for it.
Very good.
Wait for it.
I do like the sound of that.
Down Under is my favorite below deck show of all time now. Down Under is my favorite below deck franchise show of all time now. Season 1. Following season 4 of Below Deck Mediterranean, which also featured Aisha. All right, announcement over.
Good announcement.
Should we talk about Summer House?
Yeah, let's talk about a little summer house, and then I'm going to plug it at 7:30. Everybody hop on over to the Museum of Home Video channel for a little Heidi World thing that's happening. It's pre-taped, so I won't be there live, but Brett Berg made this really cool edit of a bunch of video stuff about Heidi Fleiss and the
then
trial.
we should end by then so people can go.
Yeah, so let's talk about Summer House a little bit, and then I'll see if and I'll put the link in the chat for people for after.
Okay, so like when I was doing that announcement, it was supposed to have reverb on it.
I figured something was supposed to be happening, but
Zach said it didn't work.
It just had such confusing editing, you know?
What I was just doing?
Yeah, the editing was just so confusing.
That was a bummer. Like I thought I was like making an announcement. It's not as fun anymore.
It was fun because...
Thanks a lot, Zach. You promised it would work.
Technology fails. That's why I stayed up late to make sure the episode came out, is because you never know.
I'm like so upset that didn't work. Yes, bitch, I just said that. Ugh, the chat is delayed. Ugh. Okay.
Why? Lizzie Kep said, listen to episode 1 of Heidi World Loved. Thank you so much for
Oh my
listening to
God.
Heidi World.
Did you hear me in Heidi World?
Yeah, did
I
you
am in
hear?
Ep 1.
Could you guess who Anna played? You would not guess, actually, because
Because I'm a legendary voice actor.
you sound so different. I think I was just very impressed that you sounded so different. She plays Heidi's mom, everybody.
Why did you reveal? They had to guess. It's
Because I think
fine.
I listed it also on the website. Check it out.
Oh,
Oh, they
you
can't guess.
guessed?
Well, that's
Oh,
right. No, they couldn't
I
guess.
actually can't guess. Wow.
Oh, thanks, guys. Look at all this
People.
praise for
Heady
our
World.
hard work. That's what Anna and I do during the day.
That's true. We work on Heidi World during the day. Boy, do we.
We clock out of our day job hanging out with each other on Zoom and then clock into our night job hanging out with each
It's true. We end, I go like, see you at 6. See you at 6 for our Twitch show.
See you at Cheers.
Can you believe it? We do everything together now. We see each other almost. I mean, we spent most of today together. We started at Daily
I
Zeitgeist
know.
together. Then we went to Heidi World, and now we're here at our stream.
I forgot we did Daily Zeitgeist too. We've been together all day.
We've been on Zoom all day together.
And you know what?
Still don't hate each other.
That's right. It's a
Incredible.
real testament to how cool you are.
Oh my
That
God, you're
I,
so right. I am like the coolest person on earth.
I was saying because Miles Gray went on 818 and Heartbreak, which I was really excited about. It's a podcast about the Valley. And I was saying they're such chill podcasters. And then I found out they all have like other jobs. And I was like, oh, that's why you're so chill.
Oh,
You're not.
I don't think I've heard that show.
comedians.
Who
You're
hosts
not
that show?
comedians. It's Leah Stone, Albert Corrado, and a guy who goes by Ventura Boulevard, but whose name is Andrew.
That's hilarious. Ventura Boulevard. That's like, do you remember Proud Family, La Cienega Boulevardes?
That's a good name for a person.
I know, La Cienega is her name, and her last name is Boulevardes.
That's my name too.
La Cienega. I always think of La Cienega Boulevardes from the
Do you know
Proud
what
Family.
La Cienega means?
The swamp.
That's so cool, right?
I know. Have you seen the movie, the Argentinian film, The Swamp?
La Cienega? No, but I looked up La Cienega once to find out what it meant, and that was all that came up was that movie. Is it good?
It's an interesting film. It's like one of those films that's like kind of shot to be like where nothing happens. Like it's just long, slow shots. It's actually quite
I can
interesting.
get down with that. I like stuff like that.
You should watch it. I think you would enjoy it. Argentinian film, La Cienega, The Swamp, I recommend.
I just love that La Cienega is like a fancy street.
La
and it
Cienega Boulevardes
means
from
the
Proud
swamp.
Family. And if you guys remember, that was Penny Proud's, one of Penny Proud's friends, La Cienega Boulevardes.
Shall we dig into Summer House a little bit and then we'll depart for
We'll let everyone go watch
the other stream?
the other stream. Should we, what do? You like rate it? Should we rate it?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but maybe Zach does.
I don't either, but yeah, Zach, you have to figure out how to rate this other stream. Yeah, so what happens?
Just like some fallout from the Lindsay and Sierra stuff.
Lindsay has a new boo thing named Ahmed who she dyes her hair pink for.
Yeah, Lindsay just has a new boyfriend every week, and then she like loses her mind because she gets drunk at the beach and he like leaves and the texts don't go through.
Yeah, and she
then
becomes
spends
like
the whole
crazy
night
Lindsay.
drunk raging and being like, why didn't he text me that he was leaving? And then at the very end finds out that he like did. She just didn't get it because they didn't get service at the beach.
Yeah.
But then everyone's like, Lindsay, what's wrong with you? You just like keep picking a new guy to get obsessed with, and then you get like so obsessed with them and it doesn't really matter who they are.
Yeah, because she's like throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks, which is fine. But that's like how Lindsay is, and everyone being like, "Are you okay, Lindsay?"
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
just how she is.
she seems fine. I mean, yeah, she might be dealing with the fallout of her like miscarriage, but
That's her.
she's also like finding her way, so I'm not really like that worried about Lindsay. Also, Lindsay's nuts, so I'm not worried.
it's funny the way that she is like, "It's the summer of Lindsay. I'm gonna have the hot hub summer,"
Yeah.
and then she's clearly just kind of flailing. I do feel like that's where a lot of people are at right now,
Just flailing.
being like, "I'm gonna have fun," and then yeah, just kind of like spinning
Well,
out.
none of it really matters because she ends up with Carl, and we like know she ends up with Carl. So,
It's true. That's what makes it tolerable too, though. You're like, this isn't gonna like.
well, so right now I'm getting really annoyed by like Paige and Ciara's like weird like shaming of Lindsay when it's like they're like, how could she like be flirting with all these dudes when she said she likes Austin? And it's like, well, Ciara, you also said you liked Austin, and then you said you liked Carl, and then you said you liked Matt. Like, I mean, you're not like that different.
They're not. That's why they battle. I think is because they're a little bit similar. I think they're both like
And then when
obsessively fixating on men that are not shit. You
when
know.
Paige was like, "What are we running a brothel?" I was like, "Why are you slut shaming Lindsay? Like, you
Yeah.
literally were hooking
Also,
up with Craig and Andrea at the same time. Like, what is going on here?"
check out Heidi World. Brothels are cool.
Yeah,
Brothels are a safe place for people to do sex work, and um,
it was
you're a
weird.
fashion blogger page, so
Yeah, they were like getting real. I didn't like that. I was like, "Why are you shaming her for having sex with some dude on her birthday?" And
because they're
also,
always like, "Oh, poor Lindsay, she's such a pathetic loser." But then you see Sierra lets the big Austin loser ass Austin dick her around, and Paige lets loser ass Craig dick her around. So I
yeah,
think
hey,
they're
guess what? You're
a
all
little bit
hoes, okay?
off
You're all
product. It's not
hoes.
even that they're all hoes. It's
But you know
that
what? Who cares if they are? They're all hoes, and who cares? You can
they're
literally
all
do
pathetic.
whatever
They're all
you want.
pathetic. You're all pathetic for letting these men treat you so badly and still wanting to be with them.
I think
But you
you
know
should be
what?
able to be a hoe, and it's fine. And you can
It's fine.
fuck
Be a
and do
hoe.
whatever you want, and like whatever. Like the whole like everything of it all is just like, why are y'all all just turning on each other? The dudes are the ones who suck.
Well, that's how society, man.
We live in a
And you know what?
society.
I don't like it one bit. I don't like that one bit.
I don't like it. Hold on, Zach. Can you please hit the side whistle? I don't like it one bit. There we go.
Lizzie Kep says, and Amanda trying to give relationship advice and express concern when she marries Kyle.
Let's talk about that prenup.
Yeah, you texted me about this.
Here's a thought. Sign the prenup because,
That's what you get.
well, one, after he said he was like $4.2 million in debt, you know what a prenup gets you? None of his debt. So you're not going to carry, if you divorce, you don't get half his debt. That's a good thing. Second,
Yes.
if it came down to that and her name, like she needs to get her name on the company, is what she needs to do. That's what you should focus on. Sign that prenup, save your ass from
Well, that's also, I
debt,
think, one
and
of the
then
things
get your
that
name on
makes
the company, which you have
that's.
grounds to do since you basically created the entire aesthetic of the company.
Do you think? Do you think Kyle would let that happen though? I feel like Kyle is so obsessed with the idea of being like the founder.
Right, but it doesn't mean that she's not the founder, but she can still like get her shit. Like she could get hers off that based off the fact that she created the entire aesthetic alone. And Kyle is shout out Big Fung Ben for the shout. Oh, Ben, sorry, can I see what this person says? Molly is kind of too quiet. Molly, you have to get closer to your mic.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Kyle would be dumb to cross Amanda at this point.
Yeah, but what do we know about Kyle?
And he's dumb as hell.
That he's fucking dumb. He's dumb as fuck.
I did like the Kroger shout out when he was like, "We're gonna go to all these Krogers," and I was like, "That's right," because I keep buying Loverboy at Ralph's, which is a Kroger's product.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how we're fixing the tech issues at the last 5 minutes of the show.
Yep. Last 15. You're not getting out that easily, Molly. What else happened? Oh, Carl broke up with Mackenzie of Love Island.
She's from Love Island.
Yeah, she's from Love Island.
Oh, the American one that nobody cares about?
Yeah. And she had a really funny sequence of scenes where she was like, they got her like guy that she was with was voted to go out with someone else, and she has like this cry scene where she's like, "Does America not want me to find love?" or something like that. It was like really like, ugh. And it's funny that Carl found her, but then dumped
America
her.
doesn't want you to find love.
And neither does Carl.
Neither does Carl.
So she outie. And then
Out this bitch.
God, there were a few things I didn't love. Danielle, I guess, moving to Charleston for Robert. Paige saying she would move to Charleston for
Is that
Craig.
just to set them up to be on Southern Charm?
I don't know.
To fully merge these two franchises into one.
But also, like, what is Paige gonna leave Summer House for Southern Charm?
No, they'll come back for the summers, and then they'll spend the rest of the year in Charleston making Southern Charm.
They'll be on 2 shows.
Mm-hmm. Just like Lisa Vanderpump.
It's like, God, it's like Bravo has like a boner for this crossover.
They have a studio stable.
Yeah.
Stable of stars.
The Paige Craig relationship must give Bravo such a boner.
Oh yeah.
Andy's like, "Oh God, wow."
Crossover.
Who's that? I heard Lindsay and Carl aren't on the new Winter House.
Mm-hmm.
That's, how do you say, a bummer. Because Lindsay, I hate to say it, but like Lindsay carries these shows, and it's like sad to know she's not there.
That's right. They'd all be boring without what she brings to the table.
Okay, I'm looking up new Winter House cast. Season 2.
Oh, also, how crazy was it when Alex reappeared for a second?
Oh, that's right. Alex is back, pretending like he has a personality. He's like, "I've chilled out a lot," and it's like, where have you been the last 3 weeks?
Yeah, literally thought he had been written off the show, and then all of a sudden they're like, "We need him because we shot this exposition scene where Andrea explains how he's sad."
Yeah,
it's fine.
Speaking of Andrea, what is this bitch still crying about? What are all these bitches? Maya's still crying. Andrea's still crying.
Everyone's emotional.
What are they all crying about? Maya cries every episode about something or another.
It's a stressful
And
time.
Maya's still with Oliver. He was with her at Watch What Happens Live. So something must have worked out. I mean, Andrea's with Lexi. So all that crying.
Everybody.
All that crying, I was like, "Oh my God, I cannot be." Lexi, or not Lexi, Andrea being like, "I thought I loved her, and then I left her to go fuck a Paige on the TV, and then she got upset that I wanted to fuck a Paige on TV." And you're like, yeah, well, you left her to be on reality TV. Of course, she's not answering your calls, idiot. Like, what?
Dumb.
I thought I loved her. It turns out I was just trying to fuck a Paige. Oh.
a dumbass also.
He literally said, I know I look like a very hot, attractive guy, but I'm still a person. I was like,
Oh, no.
shut the fuck up.
We get it. You're hot.
I know I'm the hottest thing you've ever seen. They don't even make buttons for my shirts up my belly button. And guess what? I'm just a person. It's like, what are you talking? And Alex being like, yeah, man, like, I get it. I can't with these idiots. Just like, yeah, man, I agree. Like, they don't make buttons up, like, past your belly button for your shirts because you're so hot. But, like, you are just a person, dude. I was like, everyone shut up.
Everyone chill the fuck out.
You're all idiots. All of them. Amanda, sign that prenup.
Sign the prenup for sure.
Work on getting your share of Loverboy.
Yeah, get that company.
Get that company ASAP. And then who else? Oh wait, I was looking up who's on season 2 of Winter House. Let's see. Let's see. It will include Paige, Craig, Ciara, Austin, Jason, Amanda, and Kyle. Carl and Lindsay will make an appearance, but not full time. Oh my god, it doesn't say who the new people are. Andrea is not there.
Interesting.
Luke is not there. Why is Luke's ass not? Luke is weird. He's like slowly being
phased out.
Yeah.
A friend of.
Yeah.
Friend of the pod.
Okay, apparently maybe.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay, Julia's coming back. And maybe Gabby and Jason. Like Andrea's out. Jason. I don't know. What if they brought Hannah back?
You know I'm pro.
Wait, Jason's gonna come back. Maybe. That'll be weird, cause I don't know. Cause Jason and Lindsay almost had a baby. All right, well, how do we raid? Can someone tell us how we raid someone else's show? Do I have to like find it on my browser or something? Tell me. Smarties. Smarty viewers, tell me how to raid. If I go to Twitch, I am just a beautiful Twitch streamer. I don't know how to raid.
I don't know how to do the raid.
No. No. Because I have my other account logged in. I'm just a gorgeous, beautiful woman. I don't. Oh, wait, no, I have it on my computer, though. I can't do it unless you give me permissions. Honey, you think I know how to give permission? I'll figure it out. All right, guys. What's the stream called?
It's called Museum of Home Video. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, I need to log into my account. Log in, Queens. Everybody, Queens, Queens, Queens. Guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna raid this show, this Heidi World show that was pre-recorded. Can you believe it? I literally never. Okay. It's called Moo. See? Is this like really interesting for you guys to watch? Me like
Did it
learn.
work? Did you do it?
Hold on, I'm on like 2 different computers trying to make this happen. All right, I followed them. Now, no, I don't want to report them. All right, let me click one of these links you guys sent. Let's see. Customer support. How to use raids. Using raids, you can send viewers, blah, blah, blah. Type by. Oh, so I put that in our chat. So I write, for example, to raid the Twitch Presents channel. /raid. Got it. Okay, I think I figured it out. So. So stupid. I am so stupid. I'm sorry, you guys. How do I go to my homepage? Channel. Okay, it's giving me my own rules that I wrote for my... People hate raids? I did not know that.
Do they?
I don't know. At of home video. All right, guys. 2 minutes till it starts. I'm gonna rate us. Fingers crossed this works. I feel like everyone hates us. Okay. Museum of Home Video. Did I do that right? Oh, well, you guys, no one harass these people. Just watch the Heidi World thing that's about to start.
No harassment.
All right, here we go. Let's fingers crossed it works. We're going. Oh, do I click raid now? I think we did it.
Cool.
I think we just end our stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.